Hello, my vintage ladies. How are you? It's so good to see you. Had a pretty dang good week this week, so not complaining myself, but how is everybody doing since our last warehouse sale? I'm super excited to be with you here today. Ugh. Hold on, let me take a peek out the window. Well, I think Uncle Doug should be making his way over here pretty soon. Usually he's over here, but I'm sure he'll be making his way downtown towards the warehouse. You know, that whole song. I love it. I just had to say it. So when he comes back in, I'll probably do a little making your way back to the warehouse for the sale today, kind of thing. We'll see. So let's see who's in here. Peggy's in here. Lynn's in here. Hello. So good to see you. Looks like Wendy is as vintage today. If you wouldn't mind, Aunt Wendy, please pin my comment about the sale. Looks like he made his way down to the warehouse. I was doing like making your way downtown to the warehouse.
To the warehouse.
Yes, Candy's in here doing like my little singing thing.
You got a little turn it away from me.
Oh,
No.
Yes, look at that nice flannel. I love that flannel.
I'm going to be eating beef jerky and drinking Coke. So
no beef jerky for you guys, just for Uncle Doug. So we'll keep the view on me. I think I said hi to Lynn and Connie. It's so good to see you guys. Looks like we have a pretty good audience right now, so we might as well, since I only have 2 of these left. I posted it this morning, and you guys almost have me sold out, so we'll make that our number 1 cart 100. There are several different types of jump rings and several different types of blanks and 2 finished chains that you get for $20. It retails for $65. You get it for $20. Hi, Sherry. Tracy's in here. Renee. Oh, my goodness. So good to see you guys.
Everybody's in the house.
Everybody is in the warehouse. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, I gotta get into my crisscross applesauce. Ugh. All right, so we'll start out with a couple of these since looks like Lynn's wearing a flannel too. Hi, Cookie. We'll dig in a little bit while we're on this, while everybody else is popping on, because I'm sure it won't take too much longer before this is gone, because there are only 2 left. So this is one of the finished necklaces. It is solid brass. It is a curb chain. The measurements of the chain are on the warehouse tab in the warehouse spot. I was going to say warehouse spot, but it's vintagelive.com, liveshop.com. You'll see there at the bottom of the screen both the email and our website that you can buy this at. Looks like Cookie's got one, so we probably only have 1 more of these left. This chain was or is CHV0010 if you like that chain. And then we have this finished chain. This is natural brass. This is that CH104 chain. There we go. It's that flat link chain. This is one of Mackie's favorites to use. And then we have some miscellaneous jump rings. So we have some that are etched. Kind of put it up here for you guys. Larger size, a smaller size of etched jump rings. So I believe JR113, JR112. Then we have this one too. This is JR115. This is a really neat jump ring. I do like this one a lot. And then we have a smooth jump ring. And then another small etched jump ring here. And then we have our rectangle and triangle jump rings. These are also smooth. Everything in here is natural brass except for this one chain.
So glad she shopped the pre-sale.
Oh, yeah, right? And Janet just got the last one, I believe. So these will be sold out. So then you get some miscellaneous blanks in here, all different sizes and shapes. So we have some rectangles and squares in this one. And then these ones are tag blanks. So you get kind of a really good sampling here of some of our jump rings, a couple of our chains, and some of our blanks. So yes, these are sold out now, so good thing you shopped the pre-sale this morning because these were added this morning and everybody else shopping last night. There's a lot of orders that were coming in, so I have no doubt that there will be a few more that are going to be selling out during the live today because we do have some really cool things to offer and to show you guys. So we'll pop this off since that is now sold out. Hi, Linda. So good to see you. And everybody, I love it. I love it here. Hi, Chris. Haha, it's so good. I love everybody jumping in. So yeah, Janet got that last one, so that one is a sold out item now. Let's see up here. By the way, I had to look at my comment again because I'm super terrible about remembering some things. I have a comment, Vintage, I wonder if I can pin it actually. No, I can't. I think Vintage has to pin my comment for me, but we are having, actually, I remember, I can put my comment up on the screen, so we're going to do that right now. We are having a spend $100, get $25 off sale on the website if you want to stock up on tools and paints or some other things. But tools and paints are expensive, especially if you use them a lot. The tools are super heavy, so they're expensive to ship. So make sure you get on that sale if you are in need of any tools. Super exciting. It's a really, really great sale. Hi, Monica. Yes, thank goodness you saw them this morning, right? So I'm going to put your comment up too because you guys, those pre-sales are really good. And if I have very, very small quantities, it's best to make sure that you get there early in case, especially if it's like the filigree bead and stuff like that. I think I only have like 10 of those left. I have a few of the crystal packs left, which you're going to want to get because it does offer this wonderful stone that you did see in a finished necklace form. So quite a bit going on today, you guys. Lynn said she's so happy she shopped that pre-sale. And we'll see. She said steal of a deal. Thank goodness Monica saw them this morning. Make sure I get everybody's comments up there. So, awesome. It's pinned now, I guess. I just needed to refresh my screen or something. I better not be cutting it in and out for you, Peggy. I know cutting's one of my favorite things when I'm going to, like, get to the metal, but hopefully I'm not cutting in and out. My service, or not service, but the Wi-Fi says it's doing wonderful right now. It's excellent. So maybe just a little bit. Good thing I didn't have anything on the screen yet. All right. So let's see what we want to start with here. Drum roll, please. Maybe we'll do, we'll do the mama bears. I'm thinking, because the mama bears are super cute. So we're going to pop this up on screen, and I'm going to zoom this down in since we don't need such of a wide pan for this. These are the mama bears. These are so cute. It is a copper antique plated base with a insert that is sterling silver plated, antique sterling silver plated. And the sterling silver antique plated piece is inlaid into that copper. So it's really cute. I love it. This one's perfect for anybody that's a mama, whether it's a mama to animals or, well, you know, like I'm my doggy's mama in a way. Not really, but I like to say that. And then you can do it if you have normal kids, like human kids. Okay, Vintage also popped that up on there. So hopefully it will fix itself here in a moment with the connection. I'll make sure I say that right. And then we'll bring out the finished design for this. So I thought the mama bears were super duper cute, right? Remember, you get 5 pieces in a pack for $25. These normally retail for $10 a piece. But look at what else I found. I found this sterling silver plated bear claw. And I thought that went perfect, obviously, because there's a bear, and we needed a bear claw to be our connector to our chain. So we threw those in there. Terry says hers is doing good, so good. Hopefully it all works out. Oh, Peggy's smart. I want to pop up her comment there. She says, after I pre-order on Thursday evening, I go back in on Friday mornings to see if anything else was posted, which usually that is the case. Typically, I'll leave the crystal packs for Friday morning versus Thursday night because the quantities are so limited. So I like to give a little bit of a pause for the pre-order, you know, just in case somebody else wants something too, so you guys don't all take them away. So lovely. Monica says she does the same thing. How funny. Make sure our comment goes off there. Perfect. So the mama bears are super cute. This is a super, super simple design. We're just taking jump rings and attaching them in between the bear claw there with the mama bear, and then from the 2 toes of the bear claw, or 2 claws, then you also attach a couple more jump rings and then attach your chain. The chain I use today is the, what's it called? Like the Sister 2 CH100. It is copper plated. So I don't have the CH02 chain for sale, but the sister chain would be CH100, which I do believe we still have some copper left in that on the website, on the retail and possibly wholesale website. So then I shall bring out these other bear claws here, and we'll make that cart 102. You get 18 bear claws for $20. Zoom these up a little bit so you can see them. How cute are those? They're adorable, and they're dapped. So they have like a slight dap to them. Flip it over to the back. These are also super cute. I think that the bear should be worn as a warning to people when you're not having the best days. That's very true. Well, you know what? So my dad, I was never afraid to introduce my dad to my boyfriend or boyfriends over the years. But my mother, on the other hand, nobody passes her.
Mama bear.
She is a true mama bear. So this would honestly fit perfect for her. She's very protective, but I love her for that. And she loves Ian, so we're good now. I don't have to do any more of the introductions to my mom. But she's wonderful. So this would honestly work perfect for her, especially if you're very protective over your kids. So that's funny that you said that. Jean said she's hoping I am hopping from a diner in Cascade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So you're watching at the diner because you couldn't miss my demo. Look at you. Tracy. See what Tracy said here. Oh, she missed out on the natural brass lot, but that's okay. Make sure you hit those pre-sales. I super appreciate your sample pictures in the listings, Miss Corian. I take screenshots of the listings so I have some inspiration photos. That is also very smart, so I'm going to pop up your comment there too. I try and take the photos to where you're able to see where the connections are, where the cuts are, so on and so forth, so it's very easy to recreate in the event that you would like to recreate the same piece. Yeah, that's true, Renee. That's funny.
Pulled out the 12 gauge.
Monica, yeah.
Dad pulls out the shotgun.
That's funny. My dad was like super down to earth, super cool. So I had no issues introducing people to him. My mom, she's scary sometimes. But all in good nature. So I'm glad that you guys are getting a kick out of it just as much as I am. But I thought what would also be super cute is if you attached an ear wire up here on this larger loop, and then you could hang off little beads on the end of these, which would be super adorable. You can connect them into a bracelet going back and forth, which would be super cool, like a bear claw bracelet. Or if you have any actual claws, I know some people like collecting, I don't want to say animal parts, but you know what I mean. So if you had any claws or things like that, that would also be very fitting for this selection here. So I'm going to bounce.
That's Tracy's question.
Might there be more brass slots in the future? Absolutely.
Maybe not configured the same way.
Right.
Maybe not carded, but we can.
Right. So it honestly just depends on the stock levels that I have, what I end up finding during the week, so on and so forth. But I have no doubt that there will be some more natural brass slots in the future. I was a military brat. My dad was intimidating Monica. That's funny.
M16 instead of a shotgun.
Yeah. All right. So cart 102 for 18 pieces of this bear claw. And then cart 101, 5 pieces of this mama bear insert. Which I'm not sure. Let's see how many I have of these. Ooh. We're gonna start selling out here soon. Looks like some numbers are dropping. I'm gonna go back into my inventory here and take another peek. I had to add some more of these little filigree beads, just as much as I could, because those also, I think I was down to 1 this morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, I have to have this offered for a little bit longer. Okay, it looks like we're still doing okay on stock, so you hopefully won't miss out on this, especially if you're a replay watcher. I will say that. I made a necklace with one of those bear claws and some turquoise, sold fast.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be super beautiful.
And turquoise.
Peggy said you can fill the claws with resin and paint them to appear nail polished. Oh, you guys are so smart. I love it. You guys are coming up with these awesome ideas. So once again, cart 101, 5 pieces of mama bear, and cart 102, 18 pieces of the bear claw. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So we'll pull that off for now, since that one's super easy. Another little tip and trick. I just use some jump rings. If my chain ends up being a little bit too short, I think it's cool to add some jump rings, and then the rest of the chain cutting that you have, it just gives it a little bit more dimension and kind of spices it up a little bit. So we'll pull this one off since that one's done. And super duper easy. But it's so cute, and I'm sure you would have no problem selling these on Etsy for sure, especially if you're tagging and have the name like Mama Bear Necklace, things like that. I know those are high searches. So we'll pull those off here to make sure that I don't miss those later. All right, I think we'll do my hoop pack next, or my hoop pack and then my filigree star. And then we'll bring out the inspo for this baby. Gotta swap some things here. So this is kind of like a celestial garden feel I was kind of going for this time around. Make sure you can see this all right. Nice, nice, nice. And then, where did I put my rivets? I might have to go grab, oh, well, I have some eyelets, so that'll work, maybe. I might need my smaller rivets. We'll see here. Yeah, not a problem. So, hoop pack. These hoops are amazing. Yes, Lynn, the idea with the jump rings is super good, especially if you have some shorter chain cuts or that just aren't quite long enough. This is the hoop up close. There's some etched work in between the ribs there. Super unique. I do like this piece quite a bit. Get the back. I'm like staring hard at it. I'm like trying to make sure that you can see exactly what I see too. Look at that. So cool. So we have those. You get 9 pieces for $26. And then we'll bring on the filigree star here next. And then we'll show you how to do it. Just scoot these on here. How cute are these stars, you guys? They are solid brass. The hoops are also solid brass. The filigree star is now at the top. That will be cart 104. 14 pieces for $22. Unreal. I'll pop this star up for you guys so you guys can really take a good old look at it. There's some flowers in the stars. There's a lot of open work. The open work that we're using today is really, really pretty. So I'm super excited to share with you guys everything that was made for today. And here's the back. I'll flip it. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Ooh, perfect. Thank you. All right. Those for later. And then I need an eyelet for this one. So these are super cute. Oh, Lynn says it's her favorite star. So good. I'm glad that we could offer them on sale today for you. But the components here are super easy. Let me make sure I have my awl and stuff ready. In my awl holder. I love that, by the way. It has proven itself over and over again. It's such a good idea. Okay. Thank you, Addie. She said it's very pretty. So I'm going to pull this up just a little bit as we go through this. It's so easy, you guys. I just took... By the way, Aunt Jean, do you mind letting everybody know when our eyelets and the ERV 50s will be available for purchase on wholesale and retail? I know that's something that Peggy's she's been wanting since last Friday, and it took me a little bit to get Aunt Jean the pictures. I think she has them now, so it shouldn't be too much longer if those aren't up yet. Okay, so all I did was take the filigree star and I placed the hole or the loop of the star over the loop of this hoop like this. And then I did an eyelet. So either you can use a jump ring to string through both holes, and then your piece will it won't like flop around too much, but it'll be loose enough to where you can just play around with it. But I wanted it riveted, or eyelet riveted.
Bam, bam.
So my star was stationary against my piece and it doesn't go side to side. And so I used the eyelet in the 2 holes there to keep it together. So either you can, like I said prior to, you can use a jump ring to connect those together and then direct to your chain, or you can use an eyelet, which I used here. The eyelet is kind of like a rivet, but it keeps its hole, so you're able to string more jump rings and things through it. So we'll see. I think, yeah. So with these eyelets, I had to take my bead awl and stretch out this loop a little bit so I could fit my eyelet through it. By the way, you guys, you wouldn't even believe how many people don't know about this like bead awl trick. I'm in a separate Facebook group for DIY jewelry creators, and a lot of women ask questions in that group, and I love answering questions to the best of my ability. So I took it upon myself. She had put a photo of a chain that was soldered, and it was very small linked, but it also had paddle links on it too. And she goes, I don't know how to add a clasp or a jump ring to this item. And I asked her, I said, is it soldered? Is it not soldered? And she says she wasn't sure. So I kind of explained that if it's not soldered, you're able to open and close the links of the chain versus soldered. I hope I said not soldered first. Where you're not able to open and close the links of the chain. And she said it was soldered. So I said, make sure you take off one link, or like the half link that you have, and keep the full link on the other side. And she goes, that works, but there's still not quite enough room to fit a jump ring. So then I said, take a bead awl and stretch out your link ever so slightly, because it did look like it was fragile chain. But I said, do it slow and ever so slightly. And then she came back and said that it worked. So make sure you have a handy dandy bead awl, because it serves its purpose in a ton of different ways. I think I needed my smaller eyelet. I have another eyelet too, but you're just going to keep opening it until you can slide the eyelet through both of the holes. Let me grab this one back again. And then you'll be able to hammer the eyelet just like you would a rivet. Corian, Vintage Idaho, told us that they're keeping you busy from keeping you out of trouble. Any truth to that? I'm not sure how much trouble I could get in here. But I don't know. Is it true? Is it true, Uncle Doug?
Keep you out of trouble here?
Keep me out of trouble here?
No, we're too busy.
Keep me busy.
Too busy. No trouble.
No trouble. There's no room for trouble or no time for trouble because I'm so busy. So maybe, Peggy, maybe there's just a tiny bit of truth to that. But that's okay. We love staying out of trouble. And if I had my smaller eyelets, I would do this. But we'll just connect it with the jump ring for now, because I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on such a simple thing when we have a little bit. I need to put my hand of paints over here. Hopefully I don't drop them all. 3 days ago, I was looking in the regular website because I wanted to buy one of those stars. So glad I waited for this sale. Oh, Lynn, that's so good. That's like fate that you were wanting this star, and I decided to put it on sale for you today. So glad I could be of some service, even if it's just putting some things on sale for you guys. All right. I'm just going to jump ring here out of my little jump ring box. And my pliers here. Because I guess you can already see what it looks like with the eyelet, but maybe we'll kind of show you how the star moves when you don't use an eyelet. So I'm going to string my star and my hoop together. And close that jump ring. If I can see over my phone. So this star will move around, flop up and down. It would be cool if you did something like this too. Ooh, pretty. Or if you dropped it this way. That would be super cute. We're not doing that. So I'm going to string this here. So this is what it would look like if you just used a jump ring, which is super cute. And if you used an eyelet, it would be stationary. I like that. And then I took one of the other crystals that we're offering in the crystal pack and took a jump ring and slid that through this bottom. Let me make sure you guys can see this with my bead awl too. This bottom hole section here, this long section, I used a jump ring to attach my crystal there at the bottom, and then finished it off with some chain. Hi, Carmen. Are you an Indian foodie? No. Nope. I'm not a big fan of Indian food.
Your family does Thai more than Indian, but
yeah, we like We like that curry.
It's probably more for availability here. There's not a whole lot of availability for Indian food here.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. But I'm sure there's probably some good restaurants around here. Some authentic. I like authentic. Authentic Mexican, authentic all that. Anywhere that's not totally modernized by American
authentic
burgers
American. Authentic American.
Yes. Yes. All right. So we'll pull this one off here in a second. I'm just going to go over the hoops one more time, and then we'll make sure you guys get those stars. Cart 104, 14 pieces for $22. And then the hoop pack is 9 pieces for $26. That is cart 103. So love those. I'll put those off to the side one more time so you guys can take a peek at the necklace and then this little charmy thing. Yep. So all that is solid brass. What is that? I've never eaten Indian food. No, you haven't, Peggy. That's not my favorite, so I don't think you're necessarily missing out too much. But Mexican food, on the other hand, I would. Oh my gosh, I would just eat that all day long, every single day. I love Mexican food. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, we're going to pull these off.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese?
Oh, some authentic American food.
Mac and cheese, that's probably the most authentic American food. Maybe.
I'm thinking Cheerios is pretty authentic American.
Yeah.
Hershey's, well, it's chocolate. But
yeah, I can't. I'm allergic to chocolate.
Any of those cold cereals, I think, all came from our country. Right?
Yeah, probably.
Any of the grain-based things.
You know what I could go for right now? Some pizza. Pizza,
well,
but like Chicago pizza. Like what's that? It's starts with a G.
Geno's.
I don't think it was Geno's. It was a different one.
Giordano's.
No, there's
Geno's,
a different one.
Giordano's.
There was another one that was really stinking good, but I can't. Started with a G, but I can't remember it. But it wasn't that. What, Corey? It's the best. What, Indian food? No, Mexican food is the best.
Cheerios, yes, for sure.
Yeah. That's funny. Cheerios, yeah. If you haven't had real Indian food, if you don't think you are missing out. Trust me, I have. We went to an authentic Indian place when we went up for Beat and Butt in one of these years, and the only thing that I liked there was the ground beef that was put into like a dough and then fried. That's like the only thing that I liked, but it was so good. I loved it. Okay. Moving on to the next, before I get too distracted here, let's do these cute little connectors here, and then we'll do the moons too.
Yeah, see, Wendy put the same ones I did. Those are the ones that you get in Chicago.
Oh, you know what? Chicago dogs too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Chicago hot dogs.
Best.
Love them. So good. What's the hot dog place called?
Portillo's?
Portillo's. I was like, I think Brian used to go there all the time.
Portillo's. Well, every time we go in, we would bring some out.
So good.
Or Gene and Jude's is another place.
Oh, yeah. They're also very good. All right, I'm going to slide this over a little bit so you guys can see it still. I'm just making sure that I grab all of the finished components that I have for these. Okay. We're probably going to zoom in on this a little bit. You guys, these little connectors, these little solid brass connectors, I love them. I love them so much. They're so cute. Okay, I'm going to put those up here next. My Deco Drop Pack. 25 pieces for $20. That's less than $1 a piece. So, that is also a no-brainer because these are super cute tags, super cute connectors. Anything that you can think of.
Wish. Yeah. Canovas.
Oh, yep. I like Dirty Gertz and Galena. Their burgers.
What was we had the one in the corner that was not the Canovas, but it was those other folks that They've been gone for a while, so.
Oh, I know. They were so good, though. It was a family-ran business, and then
and then he decided.
The grandpa, I think.
And that the kids weren't interested in continuing it. Wendy would remember.
It's not. It
was down around the corner where
did it start with a G?
The lady who worked up at the bank.
It's not. It's not Giorgio's. It's something else. Oh, I can't remember. Maybe look it up because
it's not there anymore.
But I wonder if it would still show up. Maybe. All right. So these little connectors, these are teeny. Look at that. It fits right on my finger. But super cute. I love the design. That's a nice, good up-close view. And then the back. I was like, I'm going to pause for a second because it looked like my connection paused. So hopefully it's looking good for you. But these are adorable. And also very, very simple to acquire these designs. So I took some jump rings at the top here. I had it flipped this way for the necklace. And you attach the 2 jump rings. Get my little bead all out. Here and here. And then another bail. So the bail that I used connects directly to the jewel drop here, which is also in the crystal pack that we'll be offering today. And the bail goes directly through this loop here at the bottom and then goes right into the crystal there. So a very seamless look. Love that. I believe the bail is BL10 or something. Ooh, Candy says Dirty Gert's has the best sweet potato fries.
That is true.
Yep. I was gonna say, Galena has a lot of really good food. There we go. What's the one with the beer nuggets? There's beer nuggets. That's like their main thing.
That's the Gobbies.
Gobbies! Gobbies is also super good. Their salads that they bring out before they bring out the food are phenomenal. They're so good. And then they have beer nuggets. It's just bread, but it's so good. I love them. I think there was one time they brought over, I don't remember if Mackie was with me in the store or not, but they brought over a full, like, large box, like a pizza box, full of beer nuggets, and it was so good. I love talking about food. I'm a foodie, for sure, just not for Indian food. All right, and then for these earrings here, that is an ER0003 in natural brass there at the top. I had the connector facing up this time. So it's this direction. And then we took the ER0003 straight through this hole there. And then I took a jump ring through this middle section. It's like, wait till my bead all gets there. I'm trying to see through the camera. So in this middle section there, we take these cute little open work moons and jump ring them on. And then at the bottom here, since it's an open work moon, I took I believe it was an HP3. I didn't need a head pin that long in natural brass, but that's just what I had on my desk at the time. Made a loop and then took the loop and connected it straight to that open work moon for another seamless look. So I think these earrings are super cute. Along with this necklace. It's very dainty, but it looks like you could wear it to a wedding. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to describe that too much, but yeah. Just had about 5 Dove dark chocolates, Wendy.
That's a killer.
Oh yeah, Mackie said, Gobbies! Duh! Yeah, no, hey, I love Gobbies.
But the tip of the day here is Sam's Club pizza.
Sam's Club pizza?
Yeah, 5-meat pizza.
Huh.
It's actually pretty good.
I might have to try that.
And it's cheap. Get like
I like cheap.
Get a drink and slices of pizza, 2 slices of pizza for next to nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't they have like the foot long hot dogs?
Huge, yeah, for like $1.25, you can have a full hot dog meal.
My best friend, she loves hot dogs, so I made her a shirt so I can like make shirts and things with, you know, vinyl and screen printing and whatnot. But I'll have to wear it one of these days or just bring it to show you guys. But it has a big picture of a hot dog on it, and it says, "It's a bad day to be a glizzy," because some people call hot dogs glizzies because she loves hot dogs. So hopefully whenever we go eat a hot dog, she'll wear that shirt. And I have a matching one, so I love that. All right, next up, 18 pieces for $20 for this open work moon, which is offered in or photographed here in this little selection of earrings. This open work moon is also teeny. I love it. It's like I think it is smaller than that solid brass connector there. So this is cast. It is pewter and it is sterling silver plated. This little moon is so cute. I love it. And it's like you can't really tell which side's the back side. This side is the back side. But if you're just like looking at them from afar, so you can change the directions if you want the earrings to be like, there we go, like that instead of facing the same direction. So you'll want to grab these little moons because they are the cutest. It was a private label item that we have discontinued, so they are at your disposal now, so you'll make sure you grab those. But that is also a very super simple set, but such a lovely design. I wish I could try Costco and Sam's Club pizza, but I am gluten and dairy free. Wow. Aw, sad face. I am lactose, but you betcha that I will be getting some good cheese because I love cheese. Mackie said the only food she craved when she was pregnant was Galena food. I wonder if you could have them fly it to you. That'd probably be pretty dang expensive. I don't know if it would last that long. Replay later for Debbie. She loved the sale. So I'll see you in the replay. Well, this self that's playing now will see you in the replay. Can't wait to see you. Alright, so we'll do one more time for that Deco drop pack. These cute little solid brass connectors there, 25 pieces for $20. And then we'll switch back over to that tiny moon pack here, 18 pieces for $20. Goat cheese.
That's Saganaki, whatever the.
I don't know if I've ever had goat cheese
stuff
before. I just want to look at my stock levels here.
Log Cabin. The Log Cabin had that stuff.
The Log Cabin has some pretty dang good food, too. Everywhere in Galena is pretty good. Is Vinny Benucci still in Galena?
Yeah, Vinny's really nice.
Vinny's is good, too.
Oh, the lasagna is to die for.
I love Italian food, too. Italian food is so good. Alright, so we'll be done with this beauty, and we only have a couple more things to go. Looks like we're looking good on time here, so I'm going to pop these back up. And then we'll do our little look at the end so you guys can see what it looks like on. If I can figure out my whole backwards camera thing. Because I'm still struggling with that. I've been doing this for how long? Alright, I'll get these off the side here. And I use CH101 plated in sterling silver for this chain because it was a cute little dainty pendant piece there, so I thought some dainty chain would suit that perfectly. And I just love that darker sapphire color for the jewel drop. So cute. Okie dokie. We're going to move on to how we construct these beauties. I love these. These are using that ERV as in vintage ear wires, which should be coming up to the websites, whether it's the wholesale and retail or vice versa or one or the other. Those should be up soon. Interesting. Goat cheese with fig jam on a cracker.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Interesting. I do like learning new things with you ladies too. Alright, so we need to bring on our little pods here. Little cute pods. Uncle Doug, would you say these were your favorite of these selections this time around? Those little earrings?
Yeah, I really kind of like those a lot.
Yeah. Super cute.
They looked really good in your initial photos. Yeah, and they're just really nice. I think they look better at a slight distance than up close. They look really awesome from a distance.
I love them. All right, so our pod frame pack. These are also solid brass frames. Super cute. 11 pieces for $24. And we'll let you see. Mackie says she loves goat cheese. Thank you, Addie. Addie says, wow. Might as well pop your comment up there to those earrings. So there are some little embellishments in the frame here, which makes it super unique and gives it a bit of texture. And then it's got this loop here at the top as well as the loop there in the frame itself. So there's a lot of different things that you could hang from here. You could do crystals, stones, beads, anything. But I decided I wanted to rivet a piece in there, and we'll bring that piece on next. Make sure we take that comment back off. They are super gorge, Peggy says. Put Vintage's comment up here next. That pair of earrings should sell for $38 minimum. Not minute, minimum. Lovely. They are adorable, aren't they? And this other piece that I'm bringing on here is our deco ornamental. I'm going to push these up just a bit there. So I'm kind of trying to make the live go in order with whatever piece I'm showing. So I'm hoping that this helps you guys. Addie, you'll want to type in what's in parentheses. So you'll want to type in cart 107 if you want that to activate your cart in your Messenger app. So I will go over that while we're showing these here quickly. To order, if you comment cart 107, for instance, for this item, a messenger will send you a message with your cart number, and then you'll be able to pick your quantities, whether I have like different variants, so on and so forth in there, and then you can check out straight from your Messenger app, which will also ensure that your piece is secured. If you check out, remember everything on vintageliveshop.com is free shipping, and we do combine orders. So you can order however many different times. On Monday is usually the date that I combine the orders and take a look at everything. So be sure to get your orders in, Addie. I'll remind you one more time, you want to do cart 107 in the comment, and then that will activate your cart in your Messenger app. Perfect. She did it perfect. I'm actually going to pop up her comment there. This is exactly how you're going to want to order by putting it into your phone. Oop, I got a call there. Sorry. It was Ian trying to call me. So I just had to hang up real quick. Sorry that went off for a bit. Okay. I wonder, is Kieran still here? Possibly. I was like, maybe he could text Ian and just say. But if he's not,
he's boogied.
That's okay. Ian should he probably knows since I hung up that I'm in the middle of a live. So no worries there. I'll get to him in a minute. Or in several minutes. But that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the can comment at red lights. Earrings are stunning. Oh, Debbie, be careful. Be safe. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. She can't help herself.
I'm concerned that she was able to see them.
Well, they're still up, so.
No, I mean if she's seeing them while she's driving.
Yeah, be careful, please. All right.
Hopefully she's on a back road somewhere.
Okay,
right?
That makes sense. At least it's at a red light. She's being safe that way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these little deco ornamental pieces are also adorable. This is a piece that I have previously offered in the Vintage Stash shipment. I'm actually curious if I have those earrings here for a second. Let me just take a quick peek. No. They were so cool. Okay, I guess I don't have them. Maybe if I find them a bit later, I'll upload that picture to DIY Vintage or something because they're absolutely adorable. They look like the Northern Lights. Doug knows all about commenting at red lights. But roll back about 40 years. Oh my gosh, Vintage.
Yeah, we didn't have phones then.
No. All right, so cart 108. $20 for 14 pieces of this deco ornamental item here. And I'll bring this up a bit so you guys can see the texture and whatnot. All the cute designs. All the detail that comes on these pieces today is incredible. These are so adorable. You could even, if you took a hole punch at the bottom here, you could do like a, maybe, we'll do this. You could drop another crystal down as a pair of earrings. You could do a Rivoli. Honestly, it would be so cute. Or even if you did the Rivoli up here and you did like a connector. I'm going to bring this up a bit more. With your F20, that would be adorable as well. I'll bring those back off to the side. Don't worry, we'll get to our crystal pack here in a second if they're not sold out by then. Perfect. Addie, she commented cart 108 for the deco ornamental pack. So we have our frames. We'll pop those up one more time. That's cart 107 for 11 pieces. Is only $24. And then we'll bring that cart 108 back up one more time. And then this is also ridiculously easy. All you do, so I will actually attach a jump ring to this one first so you guys can see it both ways. There we go. Oh, maybe we'll do a smaller one. Maybe we'll do a smaller one. Do I? Oh, I do. I have some JR10s way over here. Alright. So I will also get to that in a minute. Stephanie, she's asking about the colors on there. So I'm going to bring out this color and this color. And then I'll show you that here in a second. I'm like losing my tools. I found them. Okay. So I'm going to take a JR10 here, actually, since this is probably our smallest jump ring. And I'm going to attach it into this hole in the P-Pod, or in the pod frame pack. And then I'm going to slide this Northern Lights, or this Northern Deco ornamental piece on there. Grab this side with my pliers, as well as the other side. I'm just going to bring those together there so you guys can see it both ways. Oh, I just need to come in just a bit more. Perfect. Alright. So, this would be in the case that you just want to attach a jump ring, which I was afraid that my centerpiece here would kind of fall through or go behind the frame, which isn't a bad look, but I wanted it to be stationary. Did he run into her? He met Nancy at a red light. Did you really?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Well, it was a stoplight, but it turned.
Chat about it for a minute.
Just to clarify, it was a stoplight, not a red light. Sometimes they're red, sometimes they're yellow, sometimes they're green.
Okay, yes.
It was a traffic light.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, we went up to Salt Lake dancing, and we were looking for a place to go. We knew where we were going, but didn't know exactly where it was. Pulled up next to a car full of young ladies, and I was the passenger, rolled down my window and asked for directions. Was mocked endlessly because it was just like kitty corner from where we were.
Oh my gosh.
So I got mocked. But then they said, no, but go where we're going. Yeah.
Oh, so and that's how it started.
Yeah, so we ended up following that car. I met her, fell in love, first dance.
Oh, isn't that just the
Seriously,
sweetest?
Fell in love.
And then the rest is history?
The rest is history. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that.
Chance.
That's so cool. Well, what the heck, you guys? Wasn't that just a beautiful story? I love it.
Okay. Right place in the right time.
Yeah, no, seriously. That's crazy. Thanks, Mackie. So, like I said, with just attaching your jump ring, which is super easy, not a problem, you can do that, but I wanted it to be stationary, so I took a rivet, and we'll see what we can do with our rivets that Uncle Doug brought over for us. I riveted this piece to the pod, so you can see that it's not moving at all. It's stationary, and then took that upper loop and put that on the ERV 50. And then we'll be getting into the paints here. Old memories. Yes, you guys. Okay. So, for the painting too, we might as well go over that quickly. I have an extra bag here. I'm gonna dump out my stars. Okay. So, you obviously can paint this however you please. But, Stephanie, since you were asking, I'm gonna pop up your comment here. It is not elderberry. So, we are gonna slide that back down. You can try Griffin Wing and then Denim Stain are the two colors that I used to achieve this look. Shake them up a bit. And I don't have my teeny tiny brushes. So I used a teeny tiny brush because my Griffin Wing kind of pours out a little bit faster. But pre-paint your pieces before assembling. I never end up doing that, but you should do it that way because it's a lot easier. But you take some Griffin Wing and you line it in this little divot in between the border of this frame. Don't forget to do this before assembling, but I'm not going to take that off now that we're already going here. That's pretty okay. And then we gotta flip this. We might get a little Griffin Wing on our ornamental piece, but that's okay. And remember, I'm gonna put this comment up one more time here. I gotta scroll way up though, because there's a lot of comments today. We'll put up vintages this time. We are having a spend $100, get $25 off sale on the website if you want to stock up on tools and paints. That will be, I believe that's retail and wholesale, not the live shop, but if you want to stock up on paints, like the paints that we're using today, or some tools, make sure you do that. I did want to remind everybody about that. And then for any newcomers that have popped themselves in to watch, make sure you have a handy dandy reliefing block too. You may want to stock up on those as well. And then we'll wait until that lower part dries a bit before we go into our reliefing. But I just took some of this griffin wing in here. Not a whole lot. Just a little bit. And then our denim stain. Shake that up a bit more. You could glue... Ooh. I'll have to wait. Sorry. No, you're fine. You're fine. Go back. I can keep... You could glue a small flat back on top of the rivet head for a bit of sparkle. That's such a good idea. You could do that, or since you gave me that idea, there's this like little flat part here in the middle too. If you had a teeny tiny flat back for there, that would be stunning. I'll have to find some. I don't think I have any on hand, but I would love to see that done. All right, now I'm going to take some of this denim in here, kind of sprinkle it around a little bit, because I didn't want it too blue, but I wanted a little bit of blue in there. And the stain is perfect. Corrine, if it's all right to ask, how are you all related? So, we have a massive family, to say the least. So, we have Aunt Wendy, Uncle Doug, Aunt Jeannie.
Who are all brothers and sisters.
Who are all, yes, my aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters. And then Jean, she has Ainsley, who works for the company. She has other kids too, but Ainsley works for the company. And then Wendy is the mom to Sawyer and Mackie, who are also my cousins. And Logan, because he does work for the company too.
Taya's married to Sawyer.
Taya's married to Sawyer. And then you don't have anybody that works here anymore. Just me.
Just my sweet Nancy.
Aunt Nancy does too.
Who's on the business end of things.
That's true. But I am everybody's cousin and niece. Hopefully that was good enough. But it's a big family business, so you know that we're here taking care of each other and taking care of you guys. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of that off. And I'm going to put some more denim in here. So on this one, I'm layering because I'm doing the wiping technique with my paper towel.
Krista, yeah, customer care.
Oh, Krista.
Krista's my daughter-in-law.
Yes, Krista is married to...
my son, Alex.
Yes. Yep, Alex, who is Doug's son. And she does customer service. She's wonderful. I love her. She's so sweet. She's so nice. And I'm sure you guys have all had some sort of interaction with her over email. And you guys can probably just tell that she's just one of the sweetest souls.
Yeah, and we also mentioned Taya is married to Sawyer.
Yep.
Oh, Ben helps with shipping sometimes, right?
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
So Wendy's husband.
Got Ben too.
Yep. So it's just a big collaboration of a bunch of different family members that all have different styles, and it just works out so good that way.
All the eggs in that basket.
Yes. Yep. All right. So I'm almost done with this layering of this one. I didn't want it super opaque because you still want to see the lines.
Yeah, Peggy and Cassie is a former member of the Vintage team too.
Yes, Cassie no longer works for us.
She's a designer for us.
She is going to marry Logan closer to the end of this year, so that is super fun. All right, so now that I have my denim and my griffin wing, and it seems like my pod's pretty dry. Now you want to relieve the bordering here. That's so sweet of you. She says that Maria, we're a beautiful family.
Very kind.
Yes, and Lynn says she loves that it's a family business. Love that, love that. So you can see that I have some solid brass in here that has come out because of the reliefing block. So yes, yep.
Oh, look at Stephanie, geez.
Yeah.
That's really nice to hear that. It means a lot to us, Stephanie.
So, if she's been with us for 17... What are we? Are we on year 20 or 25?
Gosh, it was 2005, so...
So, yeah, this is our 20th year of being in business. How crazy is that? So she's been with us almost since the start. So you know that she's definitely dedicated and loves what we have. And Peggy is an honorary Vintage member, says Chris. That is very true. Peggy has been so helpful in answering any questions, helping people find different lives. I don't know how she does it. I think we were just talking about this in one of the DIY chats, but Peggy, she's amazing. And she can find, if you're asking any questions about, where do I find this live doing this? Or she is just amazing. And she finds all of that. She even puts like the hour and the minute mark of the video so they can really just find it instead of having to watch the whole thing.
I wonder if there's a way to run our comment roll through Grok or ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So anything that's talked about, you could find it in which episode or whatever.
That's true.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Yes, Peggy knows more about vintage than some of our employees. Not me, though.
Lynn's another long timer. Lynn says 16 years.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so very much for being with us all this time.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. As I'm reliefing this piece so you guys can kind of see the detail come out. All right, so after doing the reliefing block, then you can see all this, like the solid brass frame, since that is elevated over top of like this little section of paint in there. Oop. There we go. You can see that the paint came off just the top edge, but stayed in the center like that. So that's how you get all of that brass to kind of come out. But like I said, you'll want to pre-paint and pre-relief so you don't end up, having to move your pieces around and go underneath other ones. You just want to pre-paint and all of that prior to putting together your pieces. Oh yes, everybody. You guys have been more than helpful, especially during the lives and our personal learning curves of the lives as well. You guys have made it super fun, and it's been getting easier and easier. All right, so either you can rivet.
Joanne, oh wow, yeah. So Joanne was probably in the 2010s, probably the early 2010s.
Yeah. Joanne wasn't my whole favorite, but
yeah, I mean Hobby Lobby's always had the better selection of our products all along.
Yes.
Joanne never refreshed what we put in there, and kind of we can see where Joanne's going.
Yeah.
Because of that mentality, I think.
Exactly. All right, so then, like I said, this one is riveted too.
Good lordy, too.
So you're not going to be swinging around. And then this is unriveted if you want it swinging around a little bit. Or if you're not keen to riveting yet, don't fret, because you can just attach it with a jump ring, which you could also make a matching necklace to go with this. So you have your earrings and then your necklace. So I'm going to pop up the pod pack, this little frame pack. Again, that will be cart 107, 11 pieces for $24. And then the Deco Ornamental Pack, which is this piece, you'll get 14 pieces for $20. Oh, I love me some Lisa Mack, too. She's so sweet. I'm going to pop up her comment there. I feel like a lot of people who bought at Hobby Lobby didn't realize that we had a website. So I'm glad that you ended up finding us online because it was sad, and there was a lot of people who were like, "Oh, I wish you were still in Hobby Lobby." Blah 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 this, blah blah that.
Well, and it was hard to find us in there too because we were private label.
Yes,
we did the jewelry shop program with them, all sorts of private labels, Blank Slate.
Yes.
A lot of the different programs that we're in just under the Hobby Lobby brand.
Yep.
So you never knew it was us.
Right.
But we're winding that down, by the way. So, in midsummer and fall, you will no longer be able to find any of our private label products there anyway.
Right. So
going back to our roots.
Yes, we're pulling out of private label and we are going back to our roots, like Uncle Doug said, our family roots. Because a tree, a family tree. I gave a little winky wink. That's so funny. Connie, Corrine, you have not told us who your parent in this family is.
Lori and the Beating
So, my dad is Steve. He is actually no longer with the company either, but he did all of our packaging for the private label. He did all of the processing of the metals to, make them their different finishes and things. He did quite a bit. But he is down in Virginia now, so that is no longer, but that is my dad. And my mom used to work for Vintage too. Yeah, for a little bit there. That was a while ago though. She talked with the vendors and things.
Yeah, she did bookkeeping.
The bookkeeping. Mm-hmm. So both of my parents have also been with the company. And Kieran's not here. Kieran's my brother. He was with the company. My little sister Carson was with the company.
My 3 sons at one time or another also all worked for the company. Yeah.
Almost all of us have worked or are working for the company.
They've been really good for transition jobs for a lot of people.
Yes, for sure. For sure. But Kieran, he does all of our packing for our materials for the retail and wholesale site, and he helps out with a ton of different things.
He does the processing.
Yes. Yep. And he does some other things. And he takes care of, the lawn and the things that we don't want to do. He's really good about all of that. So, we've all been here at one point or another. Debbie says hi. Debbie Johnson says hi.
Spencer's climbing trees now, Mackie. He's a certified arborist now, and he's in a tree business.
Yes.
He's loving it.
I have been sending
He's a climber.
Yes, I have been sending his contact information to a bunch of people that have been asking. And I have to make some shirts for him, too. Soon.
Shirts?
Yep, some tree climbing shirts. Yes, the riveting. Riveting. It's riveting with a V. But the Vintage Findings, in doing that, it just makes everything... Yes, Connie. My dad is Gene and Wendy and Doug's brother. He is the second youngest. I think Gene's the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep. So, lots of fun stuff.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
So, there's,
Lisa's happy that I did the change of the packing list. I said no first.
Yep.
But I said, why not later?
Mm-hmm. Well, that worked out perfect. All right. We're going to bring on these. And we're going to bring on the bracelet here. So you will notice, actually, probably this time around, for this sale, the packing lists, I'm not sure did we do that last Friday or was that early this week? Because I'm sure everybody will see the new packing slips coming up this time around. Dan has also worked for us. Yep, Uncle Dan. I'm telling you, our family's huge.
Melissa, his wife, Melissa.
Too many of us.
His wife, Melissa. Also.
Yep.
And Nick, his son, worked for Steve.
Did he really?
Yes. He did. He worked for Steve.
Huh. Seems like everybody, literally everybody. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so our next matter of business.
Jewelry.
Of our family business.
Jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry. Okay, you guys. We're going to pop up this filigree pack. This is something that I have offered on the live shop before, just a heads up. But 7 pieces for $20. This is our scrolled ironwork filigree. This is very detailed, but this is the backing to the bracelet that I have down here, which is showing up a little dark, so I'll put that up here in a second. But this is a very good wrapping filigree. I have done a ton of different really, really cool things with this filigree. So you'll want it if you don't have it. But if you do have it, then you could probably work on this with me. So that is the backing piece to our dragonfly bracelet. Yes, China stampings are flimsy, and that's why you buy from us, because a majority, I think there's only a few things that aren't made in the USA, and that would be like some of the crystals and things like that. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure all of our components are USA made and USA plated. So they're really, really good quality.
57 first cousins. Holy cow.
Holy cow!
You couldn't remember their names.
No way. No way. Alright, so we have this filigree pack up there. I wish maybe if I put it on a stone here, maybe we'll be able to see it better. Kind of elevate it up a little bit. That's a little better. It's a little dark in here, but that's okay. So our filigree pack down there. And then we're going to bring on our dragonfly pack, which I think is up a bit. Okay. 6 pieces for $28 of this dragonfly. And I'll bring this dragonfly up a little bit closer so you guys can see the detail in this puppy. It's not a puppy, it's a dragonfly. But you get it. You get it. Very detailed, though. Lots of detail in the wings, and the eyes, and the antennas, all the way through the body into the tail. Lots of detail. It comes pre-punched with 1 hole, and it is natural brass, just like the filigree. This I have also done some really, really cool things with. If you remember, I had a massive dragonfly Swarovski crystal that matched perfect with this, and I don't think I have that on hand either, which I probably should have thought about that prior to. But I straightened this out, strung it through the dragonfly crystal, which it matched up with the wings perfectly. Took the tail, took it up the other side and down back in, and it was amazing. But I can't see it in view right now, but maybe I'll have to send that photo in the chats again as well. But you get 6 pieces for $28. Connie says she knows all of their names.
That's impressive.
That is very impressive. Just think about, you know what?
How about all their kids?
Yeah, right. I was going to say, just think about, I better not be stopping and starting for you. Jeez. I hope not. Maybe we'll take a minute. Maybe I'll take a drink and see if the connection comes back up again. Oh, Lynn, you're so sweet. We'll pop that up while I'm taking a drink. That dragonfly necklace is your bead design, which is so popular. Are you talking about my leather slider bead design, or are you talking about the one that I had on the filigree part? I couldn't remember what it's called. You have to elaborate a little bit on that so I can remember. Alright, so hopefully that gives us enough time to not be stopping and slowing down during the video here. But we'll go over the construction of this bracelet. Pop that up a little bit. Maybe we'll bring this down just a hair. I'll look like an angel with a halo. If I
You
go
always
this
look
way.
like an angel?
No, but look. The
Oh,
little halo.
Drop it down even more.
Nope. That's fine. That looks good. It'll
Oh, wait,
be like...
now it's in the picture, sorry.
No, it's a halo.
No, it's like there.
Now you turned it off! There. Hold on. It's a little, it's like a little touch button. Yeah,
just,
oh, that looks good. Maybe I'll scoot this over a little bit.
See?
So it brightens it up a bit. Nice. Okay. So, for the construction of this, it says their feed's fine. So hopefully it's just a little bit of your connection. So I'm going to take the end of this right here at this spot. I'm going to clamp it, and I'm just going to do a slight bend because I want it to match the curvature of my wrist, and I'm going to do that on the other side. Slight bend. I'll show you from the top here. So just a little bend so it fits the curvature. Cute. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing with my wings here. I'm going to kind of straighten my tail out just a little bit so I have some room to get in here. These are the barrel pliers, so remember, if you spend $100, you get $25 or $25 off. You'll want to bulk up on the tools that you don't have quite yet. I'm going to bend these just slightly. I don't want them bent too much. That looks good. I'm going to punch some more holes in here for my chain. In each of the wing corners. That looks good.
Love that dragonfly. That's like a forever. That's one of the first.
I love it.
First products.
I love it with
that with the, was it P150,
that big butterfly, that filigree
butterfly.
Yeah. Peggy loves
this
butterflies.
It's always been a classic, this one.
I wish I had my the crystal that I wrapped this around, because I had it's like a really big dragonfly like shaped crystal, and this matched perfectly. It was so cool. I'll have to find it.
I've seen that wrapped around big focals too.
Yeah.
Big oval focals or round focals.
Yeah. No, this is a really good piece. All right. Trying to get this out. There we go. I was like, it's stuck on my hole punch. That's pretty good. I'm going to straighten out my tail a little bit here.